Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are off on another adventure. This time we're going overseas, on our way to Taiwan. Be a little bit concerned about surviving this massage. I made it to Taiwan, but due to a typhoon, there was some trouble on the way. Stay tuned for more on that. When I fly, I love to look out the window. I'm in awe of the beauty of the world from above. Seeing places that I photographed is amazing. Here are two of my favorite places to shoot: Lake Shikotsu and Lake Toya. When we nearly arrived outside of Taiwan, we were put into a holding pattern due to the typhoon that you can see behind the wing here, still battering the island. We circled over and over again with a handful of other planes in the same predicament. It was slightly unnerving seeing them flying so closely. After about an hour, we got some news. Alright, so we just found out that after circling for almost an hour, that we are turning around. We are running out of fuel, so we're going to go land in Okinawa and refuel. I don't know if we're going to deboard or not, but there we go. The flight back took us about an hour and a half, and Okinawa welcomed us with beauty and grace. Unfortunately, that's where the beauty and grace ended, and we stayed in the plane on the tarmac for many hours to come. So now we are on the plane and just waiting for some news about what's going to happen. I think we're probably just going to refuel and head back to Taiwan, but no news yet. Look at that sunset and stuck on a plane. Well, we've successfully refueled 450 liters of jet fuel, but now we have to refill the water. The toilets are stopped up, and so that's going to take another half an hour. We will get to Taiwan this evening. I hope. I learned the next day that this plane had attempted to land and smashed its engine on the tarmac. To be honest, I'd rather have stayed in my plane on the tarmac for hours than go through that. Luckily, as my patience was evaporating, we finally took off again and made our way back to Taiwan. Well, we made it to Taiwan finally, and it's about 11:15 now in the evening. We've checked into our hotel and are going to find some food. And the only thing that seems to be open at this point is a convenience store. So we're gonna go grab some food and then hit the sack. Lots to do in this next week in Taiwan. The next morning was back to traveling. We caught a bullet train from Taipei to Kaohsiung, rented a car, and drove several more hours up into the mountains. The busyness of the last 24 hours slowed down, and I was able to step out into nature's classroom once again.
Hey, good morning everyone. So I'm photographing the mountainside with the sunrise hitting those clouds up there, and there's one tree. I guess it's a binlan tree. It produces these little nuts that people chew. They wrap it up in a tobacco leaf. But I'm framing that binlan tree with the clouds and the mountainside. My first shot in Taiwan.
A temple, a golden temple that has little egrets. I don't know how I would feel if I was forever known as the little version of something, but there are a ton of little egrets at this golden temple. So we're heading there, and we're only a minute away now. And I've been watching the sun slowly rising. I mean, there's a massive mountain to the right of me here, and the sun is rising very slowly because of that mountain. So I'm hoping that there's going to be a little bit of side light, very soft side light coming in and highlighting those egrets. Now I only have a 70 to 200 millimeter, and it might not quite be long enough for these birds. I saw them yesterday and they were very skittish. So hopefully I'll be able to get a shot.
Well, that didn't work. As soon as I stepped out of the car, they all flew away. So I'm gonna turn back, and there's another spot that I might have a little bit more luck. It's amazing. They're not afraid of the car, but they're afraid of me. And I definitely don't have the lens for this kind of shooting. All right, fingers crossed. Here I go. For all of you wildlife photographers out there, you have my deepest respect and sympathy. I pulled my car over. There was a beautiful area here. I didn't see any birds, but I loved the composition. And if I set up my tripod, set up my camera, and just waited for a bird to fly through, it would have been a beautiful shot. Well, I pulled over, got out of the car, and no sooner had I gotten out of the car, this tree behind me over here was filled with little egrets. And as soon as I got out of the car, they just took flight and head back over to where we just were. And I fired off a bunch of horrible shots and didn't get a thing. But yeah, failure once again, failure. I guess I'm going to go find a new spot. Once again, I might go into the temple. There's a pond or a small lake behind the temple, and I might be able to get a shot or two back there. I have to admit, this is slightly bizarre. I am the only one around. There's nobody here. I have the whole place to myself. Imagine going to Kyoto and having the entire place to yourself if you went to a temple there. Sneak down just a little bit. get a lower angle. And then I'm just going to stay down here for a little while and hope that I get some birds flying through. It's not bad. It's quite nice actually. It's got some symmetry to it. A nice gap between the shrine markers. Not sure, lanterns. It's not bad. Just had a nice bird coming through here, and unfortunately I was in movie mode and lost that 10-second opportunity. So I'm just going to wait this out. If I can have a crane come from this side or even from this side and right in that plane of water where I get the reflection of those wheels on the opposite side and the reflection in the water of the bird, that would be wonderful. The water is nice and calm, which is nice. There's barely any ripples. And if there are, it's either fish or frogs hopping in the water's edge. So the reflection is quite stable and quite nice. Oh, here we go.
Let's all use our collective imaginations and pretend that I took this next image here. I did not. But as soon as I stopped videoing, of course, my opportunity materialized and my wish did come true. So here you are. Please enjoy. I hope you enjoyed my brief trip to Taiwan. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.